Hi Virgo, this is a reading for you for August, and I'm just going to get right into it. Oops. Oh, that fell out. Knight of Cups, we'll put it back in and see what happens. Okay, I've shuffled for ages anyway, so that should be enough. So I'm going to look at the first card is for the recent past. Second card is the present. I don't do reversals. Third card is what's hidden. Fourth is the obstacle, which is the Six of Cups. The fifth is what could be done, what should be done, what could be done. And the sixth is potential outcome. Okay, underneath the deck is the Page of Swords, the card of inexperience, the card of learning, card of curiosity. So in the past you've got the King of Swords. And I wonder if this is, an attitude. Of course it can be a person. But the King of Swords can be quite a harsh energy. It doesn't have to be. It's more of a seeing things without rose-tinted glasses. The King of Swords is realistic and he sees the facts. In the present position you get the Knight of Pentacles. Which is a slow energy, but it's a positive energy. I'm really seeing the armor for some reason. So he's well protected, and maybe that's an attitude that you've got. You want to be well protected. You're protecting yourself. You want to feel protected. You want to feel safe. And that can go either way. That can be, obviously in some circumstances that's essential, but in others it can prevent good things from coming in. What's hidden here is the Two of Cups. So, this could be, this can be a relationship. This can be a soulmate relationship. This can be a strong connection. It doesn't have to be related to love or romance, but it certainly can be. But when I say it doesn't have to be related to love, doesn't necessarily be related to love, it can be related to love, because you can deeply love a friend. You can have a real deep connection with somebody and it's not romantic. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent, really. The obstacle, interestingly, is the Six of Cups, which is also, I'm not mad on the soulmate word, but these two together, there's a purity. There seems to be a purity about this. We'll move on. Now, what could be done, or the guidance card here, is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, the wands are about action. To me, this is saying take action. And I'm drawn to the King of Swords. And I'm also drawn to the potential outcome. I'm really feeling like this potential outcome is if you don't take some sort of action. You got a triangle here of sword cards. So this is about mind and perception. Have you got, is your perception of this situation right? Yes, you want to protect yourself, and everybody wants to protect themselves. But is that protection that you have, or that you imagine is going to keep you safe, keep you from being vulnerable, is it actually going to work? I mean, I get the impression, I get the feeling that you could still get hurt anyway, which is probably, it's real life, isn't it? What sort of protection can you enlist that is going to protect you from every possible scenario in a situation? There probably isn't any kind of armor that can do that. And I feel that these three sword cards are asking you to be realistic about that. The Five of Swords can sometimes be like a victim sort of mentality. It can be a poor me kind of energy. And it's almost like I wouldn't want that to happen from not taking some sort of action. You know, whether that action is there's some sort of inaction here, and there's action here. So there seems to be a need to take some sort of action with something that is you're closely connected to. And this is about emotions, it's not thoughts. You know, are you allowing thoughts and perception to impact something that could be really beautiful? Our life is full of uncertainties. You can't protect yourself against everything. And the background here is yellow. Yellow is, to me, it's a really positive colour. It's a colour of the sun. The sun tends to be depicted as yellow. And that's in the distance. So it's almost like needing to, I don't know, what's the word? I guess I can only think of expose. To be more open to being seen, or some aspect of yourself being seen. Now, whether that's your emotional side, whether that's to do with your heart, you know, whether it's to do with your feelings. It's definitely something emotional that is being protected here. And this is saying some sort of action, even if this action is, you know, going to elicit a response from somebody or in a situation that is not what you hoped for, then at least it's action. Whereas this, as much as I like the Knight of Pentacles, is inaction, and it's also it's kind of closed off. The Knight of Pentacles in the Thoth deck is like really, really closed off. So that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this Five of Swords really as a card of encouraging you not to think of things as winning, losing, bad or good, or certain or uncertain. More as an experience where you are progressing emotionally in some way. That might be a bit vague, but that's what I've got. Have a great month. Cheers.